Hey, welcome back to On the Peg with me, your host, the eyebrow-raising, the bearded toyaholic, aka the Mad Montreal Man. But hey, most people just call me Joseph. At least to my face they do. I get called other things, but that's besides the point. But no, we got a show for you today. As you can tell, slight Batman theme. No surprise. We know that Todd, Mr. McFarlane, likes his Batmans. But there's actually no Batman today. No. Today we're going to do the digitals that I've been putting off for a while. We have Speed Force Flash. Ooh, Speed Force Flash. We have the Silver Age Joker. I don't know which one I'm going to open. I don't know. I thought it was a bit nuts that they did a platinum for a digital. But then again, I have yet to find that variant Catwoman where she's all in gray. It's one of the ones on my list. And if you're wondering, yeah, I did make a list of the DC multiverse that I'm looking for. There's 30 of them. Sad life of a toyaholic. And of course, because it wouldn't be a Batman show with just the Joker, we're going back in time. The Robin of Earth 2. So what do you say we get this show rolling? Yeah, let's start with oh, and by the way, I'm so happy they chose this Robin costume, not the one where he's got an R over a bat. And that was a look it up. One of the Earth 2 Robin costumes was basically a Batman outfit. He had a big R on it over the bat symbol. That was a bad costume. This one, it makes sense. But let's get my friend, my ally in this war against little plastic ties, good old Dr. Scalpel, and let's start off with the Speed Force Flash. Ooh, Speed Force Flash. So let's just start this one open. Let's get this puppy open here. And if you are a mint in package collector, sorry. I know you hate it when I do this, but I'm not really sorry. And the funny thing is, I actually still have some that are mint in package. I don't know how that happened, how I started getting doubles of things. I know I had some I bought for a wall, a display wall, and then I decided to go with the sound wall instead. But I do have some. Well, I'll give you an idea, okay? I do collect. I do have some in package still. Can't help myself. Choice of being a toyaholic after all. So, but yeah, let's, okay, so you get a card, you get the digital thing, and I've yet to even do a digital. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of digitals. And the thing is, I take the cards out, I put them in a binder, same with the digitals, and I've lost track of which digital's which card, so it's a mystery. I've never scratched them. And for proof, I'll show you. All the digitals I've had so far. Well, I put them with some holograms, but there you go. I scratched one once. Couldn't figure it out. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these digitals. I have them. But then again, I also, for some reason, why have I not put away my holograms? Yeah. So if you're a DC guy, let me just put that down for a second. Well, I got a whole bunch of Marvel holograms. Oh, look, it's Wolverines. Where's my DCs? I don't know why I have holograms so much. A lot of holograms. Okay, let's put away the Marvel holograms. Let's put them off to the side because I don't need them. But if you're a DC guy, well, I got the Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash hologram, the Green Lantern, Wave Rider, Hawkman hologram, and of course the Darkseid, Deathstroke, Lobo hologram, the Superman, Lois and Clark, and of course my digitals, which I probably should put away with the binders. Man, these have to go back into the DC card collection binder, and I'll put the digitals in another one. But let's get back to it, shall we? I got distracted. It happens! And before my editor puts something up about old age and senility, I'm not that old. But here you go. He's in package. As you can see, God, Mr. McFarlane, why so many pieces of plastic thingies holding them in? You put them in a box, half the time, just holds them in. But I will be back. I'm going to get to work with Dr. Scalpel's help, cutting all these plastic little bits off, do a close-up of Speed Force Flash, and we'll be back to talk about them. So hang in there. Enjoy the close-up. Not of my face, but of the action figure. Just saying. I'm going to have to start reading these cards more often because I'm confused. I'm very confused. See, this makes me think Silver Age Barry Allen Flash. The card actually says real name Barry Allen, but the description they put for this one was, with the Justice League gone, Wally gathers the Flash family in a desperate attempt to search for the Speed Force and finally locate the missing Barry Allen. But does Barry want to be found? Really? You're really stretching the cards. Just do an artwork and say, like an ID card, Barry Allen, blah, blah, blah. Because some of the writing on these cards is just kind of like, okay. But let's get back to the action figure. Well, you saw in the close-up, I didn't change the head out, but I'll show you the head. Okay? There he is. Let it focus on the head for a second there. Kind of a slightly goofy expression on the face. It's not bad. It's well sculpted. It's well painted. I just kind of thought the expression's a little on the head size. Todd, once again, if you're watching the show or you get wind of the show, I think I can speak for a lot of toyaholics. We're kind of tired of this. We like effects, but can we get new ones or ones that are better? Or how about, instead of giving us 4 of these, give us 2 and spare hands? Just saying. Because frankly, I have a whole pile of these because when I put my flashes on display originally, these kept on falling off. They don't hold very well. They end up by being at his feet all the time, or any flash for that matter. They don't grip very well. And that's the problem with these kind of effects. They're nice once in a while to have, but unless you're doing a lot of photography, as a display piece, they normally just kind of have to... This is what they normally do. You put them on, and after a while, it's kind of like, oh, pop off. I'd rather have spare hands, spare heads, much better. But I'm going to put these in the pile. Yeah, the pile's not good. The head, I do like. I like the head. Now, if you haven't figured it out, this was a platinum, because I like doing the platinums. Then again, I'm a toyaholic. I collect everything. The base, if you stand them kind of like this, actually held. So I can't complain too much about this. It actually works. Even though I still think, instead of just putting your name on it, do like a Flash logo like we've had before, where you got the logo of the character on the card. I mean, it would just make it so much nicer to display space. Because think of it. If you have a Batman figure, you got a Batman logo, Red Hood, you get a red bat. That would make more sense as a display base than these guys. Because this is boring to look at. You know. So the base, it works. It's boring. I'd rather have a symbol. I've been tempted to buy sort of like more of those small bases I've used for my own stuff, my custom pieces, or take the regular DC bases and literally put a sticker over it, so I have to buy a whole bunch of stickers. But let's get back to the figure, shall we? Alright, now the Barry Allen face sculpt I actually like. I like the fact that this is loose, it's not molded on, so you can take it off when you swap heads. The hands, it would have been nice to have some spare hands, but unlike some of the other DC molders, the hands do seem proportionate, which is nice. And I'm not sure if you can tell in the close-up, if you put a light behind him, let me just get a light here. If you put a light, look, it sort of has a bit of a starry glow. In other words, Speed Force running. And it's so sunny out, I don't need this extra light on. So yeah, it's not a bad looking sculpt. I mean, it's a body buck we've seen before. I'm not gonna get into details. The diaper, well, there shows a change in plastics, because you go from, you know, the red, the diaper matches the red, then you get slightly difference. But then again, if you had a proper display for this thing, you would have take all of those yellow things, make them come off his legs, take a whole bunch of spares you have from other flashes, and make that would look good as a display. I'm going to leave him unmasked, because I just think it's a nice looking pose, it looks good, and not a bad flash. Plus the fact, if I ever get enough spare bodies, I can take the head off, put the flashman on, and have that head for something else. Kind of like what I did with the Aquaman, the digital Aquaman. I took the spare head and I used it for a custom Green Lantern. But you'll have to wait for the Kryptonian universe, which I'll film eventually. So let's put Barry aside. Let's put Barry's head aside. And let's move on. Well, I figure, because it's Silver Age, and I don't remember him really wearing a lot of black in the Silver Age, we'll do the regular one. Yeah, that's the Joker. Even though we have enough Jokers. It's like, I think Batman and Joker we have enough of. McFarlane Toys, how about you give us the Omega Men? How about you, like I'm talking about the Omega Men from that period. How about you give us the rest of the Outsiders, even though I've yet to track down a Geoforce. The grail of my DC collectors so far would be the Geoforce. Came out quite some time ago, never saw one here. Actually, I don't think anyone in Canada got any, because come to think of it, one of the resellers I buy from occasionally, he never got one either. It's interesting. But let's continue. So you got the same thing. You got a digital card, a regular card, and the base. We'll get to that in a bit. And, oh, a lot less plastic thingies than Flash, because you have tape instead. Yeah, well, let's get to it. But spare hands. Just saying, spare hands are good. No one's going to complain about spare hands. But McFarlane Toys, go back to using these kind of twist ties. These you can reuse for other things. Just saying. So I'll be back after the close-up, and, you know, once again, enjoy the close-up, not of my face or my eyebrow or my eye, but of the action figure. After all, that's what we're here for. Alright, I like the card, it's very Silver Age. The back, not a bad description, it's a pretty good one. They do say the most dangerous criminal mind. It's arguable, because I think Lex Luthor in some ways can be more dangerous, but not a bad card, good description on this one. So I'm not displeased with the back of this card. I really should start reading these more often. Okay, now, I will give McFarlane Toys credit. Good accessories. That is the Joker cane, walking stick. If you remember the first time the Joker used smiling fish, the hand holding smiling fish. Of course, you have a grabbing hand to hold the cane. And of course, you have, I think, probably one of the nicest new. That is a very cool Joker's hand that I just dropped almost into my beverage. Yes, I'm drinking Canadian Cola. Basically, it's Coke in a Montreal Canadiens. Go Habs. But yeah, that is a really... I like the fact that they move the fingers off to the side on this sculpt of the hand. I like! So far, this is doing pretty good. Alright, now one thing I wish I will eventually see is actually pinstripes in the pants. Because if you look at the... well, let's look at the box, for example. The Joker in the Silver Age had the black pinstripe pants on purple, so black and purple pinstripe. One day, I know before the editor starts going off on me, well, why don't you just customize them and paint it yourself? I'm lazy. Okay, I'm not going to do that kind of customs. I like using my ideas to express different versions of characters, not doing just a modification. But the sculpt we've seen before. It's the same Joker sculpt. We've seen it quite a few times. I do like the fact that he's holding 4 cards. However, they're completely blank. To me, it would have been cool to have, like, the Ace of Spade here. But then again, I don't mind so much. As for the face sculpt, well, not my favorite Joker face, but very Silver Age, kind of exaggerated a bit. So overall, not a bad Joker. I mean, it definitely makes me think Silver Age. And for that, because at the rate we're going with McFarlane Toys, I'll eventually have a Joker shelf. How many so far? It's quite a few. So when it comes to that day, front of the shelf. Especially with accessories. Now, when that day comes, I probably will either give him the smiling fish, because that was a great comic book story when it came out. The cane's cool as well, but nah, this is a good one. This one I recommend if you get them in purple, the regular, or if you can find the black suit one. But the tuxedo one, not to sound mean, makes me think more of not the Silver Age. But to me, Silver Age is like 60s to about 80s. The black one makes me think more of early 2000s. I don't know why, it's just where my brain is. But this is Silver Age, and I'm happy I got him. I am really happy I got him. Even though at first I was like, I'm not too crazy about the face. Then I got the platinum, and I was like, okay, like I get it now. Okay, there's just one figure for today. And in some ways, I'm still mad at what DC did after the Flashpoint, or just doing that whole thing where they made a new Earth 2, they killed off the Earth 2 Batman, Earth 2 Superman, Earth 2 Wonder Woman. I actually like those characters. I always thought it was a really good, going back when you have the Justice League, Justice Society crossovers. And I thought it'd be a really good chance, especially with, the Justice Society and the Justice League now being in the same universe, to have the Earth 2 counterparts. It would have been super cool. But then again, I also like the All-Star Squadron. I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. Imagine having, Superman team up with Iron Mike Monroe. If you know your comic books, you know what I'm talking about. But no, I actually did enjoy the Robin of Earth 2, and the fact that Huntress was Helena Wayne was really cool, and I also thought they should have kept them. Maybe in some universe they still exist. Hopefully they do. And if I had my way at DC, well, guess what? I'd be changing a whole bunch of things back to the good stuff. But Dick Grayson. And once again, I'm so happy they didn't do that other costume. But let's take a look at him, shall we? So once more, into the depths of cutting plastic little things, Dr. Scalp and I will go. And I know you're thinking, what's with the change lately of talking while I take him out of the package? Well, part of it's because I want people to know that I do take them out of the package, not just, I don't have 2 packages, I actually do take them out, so you can see I take them out. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole point of, cutting every plastic. Card, base, usual. And a lot less plastic than the Flash had. But actually, less plastic than the Joker. This is what I mean, McFarlane Toys. You only got 2 things holding them in, because guess what? This stuff holds them in. Alright, let's get him out. Give you another close-up, but not of my face, of the action figure. And we'll be back right after that. Hey Todd, Mr. McFarlane, who wrote the back of this card, give him a raise. I like this. To actually give a bit of history. Debuted in only 11 issues after Batman, Robin quickly earned his place. I like the fact that you gave us a little factoid. That I like. Digital, whatever. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, he only had 2 pieces of plastic. Much better. He does come with a Robin Ring, or a green Batarang. He comes with, of course, 2 grabby hands and a spare head that you really might not be able to see it. There's 2 little points above the eyebrow. Not sure if you can see it very well. You probably saw it better in a close-up. But the fact that it's a green mask and it makes me think of a Green Lantern. I need spare bodies. I want to do, I want to make sure he's got a body. Tamaray has a body. I got the Chris. I'm starting to build up a lot of spare hands, but this one, you could use this as a Green Lantern head. It's a good face sculpt. Okay. The base would have been nice to have a Robin symbol, but I like the wired cape. It's a shame they didn't do that with the first Superman or Batman digitals. Would have been nice, because wired capes don't do this. Every DC multiverse I have that has a plastic cape tends to pull the ankles backwards, making them falling down, which makes the others fall down as well. I like the wired cape, and it's really put in well this time. It's really nicely done. It has a nice volume to the cape. It's a nice primary color. The colors definitely pop. The colors pop. Body buck. I'm sure we've seen this body buck before. I don't care. It's the characters I want. Does have the McFarlane ankle problem where the foot and the ball joint aren't put in straightly. So warm them up, straighten out the foot, straighten out the ankle joint, and he'll stand nicely. But I definitely do like this one. This is a nice Earth 2 homage. Now, Todd, down the road, give us an Earth 2 Huntress. The actual the 2 tones of purple Huntress, Helena Wayne. It would be nice to have them because they kind of go together. Because after Batman of Earth 2 retired, him and the Huntress took over. Really cool. I do like that. But here's a thought for you as well. McFarlane Toys. If you want to do Batman, Superman stuff, why don't you look at the John Byrne series where it's like Batman from the 40s to future, all the variations? That was a good series and some really good designs by John Byrne. And it'd be kind of cool to have that. It's like an offshoot series. But no, I'm happy. I got him. I do recommend him. As Robins go, well, he's the OG. He's going front of the shelf of the Robins because he's the one that started it all. He's the first Robin, the original Dick Grayson in all his yellow, green, and red finest. And I'm happy I have him. I like the cape too. The cape's a really nice touch. Digitals are growing on me. Not the actual digital card, but the actual figures they're doing are growing on me because we've gotten a Green Arrow digital. That was a nice, Mike Grell kind of longbow. We got the Ray Palmer Atom, which is nice. The Aquaman, I still think the freaking bendy fucking trident was a joke, but still. I'm starting to like them more. And I need a beverage, so don't mind me while I get a coffee while I have a sip. Are you back? Good. I'm back too. Alright. Now, before I start rambling about what's going to happen next week, I don't know. I'm very tempted to... Even though we've seen Flashpoint Batman, I might just do them anyway. I might just do Court of Owls. I don't know, but I figured I haven't done one of these in a while. And I have a few to do still. Not an action figure, but a PVC that I bought for my daughter Nicole, and she decides she doesn't want to collect these. So I've got a few. Now this is a Tokyo Revengers guy. Now I haven't read the manga that much yet. I've started watching the anime, but I like to read the manga then the anime for the most part. Just saying, but this is Teta Kisaki. I hope I didn't say that wrong. I probably did, and if you're offended by me saying that, well, too bad. So I'm not going to bother cutting away. I'm just going to basically, because these normally don't require a lot of cutting. You basically cut the tape. Now, some good news and bad news about these. I have one more to do, which will be in next week's episode, so you'll get another one next week as well. Then after that, all the ones I have left are from what I thought I was being a good dad, because my daughter loved the manga, loved the anime, a lot of Demon Slayer PVCs to do, or statues. Yeah, so there will be a Demon Slayer special at some point. And here we go, let's take a look. We got cardboard. Let me put the box down. And the nice thing about these, you can keep the packaging really easy, because it's just cardboard and a box. Okay, right off the bat, I can say I kind of wish this was an action figure, but let's start with the obvious. The one thing that Bandai does really well is they don't just do a uniform base. They don't go one base fits all. McFarlane Toys. You get a custom base with, you know, enough pegs. I mean, the pegs are too big for DC Multiverse, unfortunately. But let's take him out of the package. You know, it's kind of funny. You can't get plastic bags when you go shopping, but almost everything else comes wrapped in plastic. I was having that discussion today with someone, and it's like, you know, grocery stores should just go back to giving paper bags so people don't have to buy those reusable environmental bags. I've got 2 bags full of bags of reusable bags. I forgot them. I use one bag all the time. But no, it would be nice to have paper bags again. But see what I mean? 2 peg holes to 1. 2 pegs to 1. And yeah, there he is. Now, I will put a close-up in here, but that's what I like. I like the back. When they pay attention to the back of a character, it's nice. So I'm going to put the close-up in now. Not a bad little statue. I don't know the character well enough to say I'm in love with it, but I like the details. I love the fact that the back is detailed, the sleeves have details. You could probably read the Japanese characters if you want. I'm not. But one thing I like the most is, look, clear lenses. McFarlane Toys, actually any action figure company, you can learn a lot from that. If they can do a clear plastic lens on an action figure, Why didn't we get that for Booster Gold? Why did we not get that for Animal Man or for any character that wears goggles? You can do clear plastic. It works. It does work. Look, you can still see the eyes. Props for that. I really like the fact they've done that. I still don't see too much the joy of collecting these. I now have a few that I will force my daughter Nico to take eventually. You know, I'd rather have these guys. But I can sort of see the appeal if you like a character, you want the show. One of the people I follow on YouTube, she buys is statues and stuff, so I kind of get it, but it's not for me too much. So after the next one I do next week, and then the Demon Slayer PVC collection, that's going to be it. I'm not buying any more of these unless my daughter says, I really want them. I'll take them. And no, my daughter doesn't talk like that. I'm just being weird. But that's it for the show. Thank you, of course, for watching the show. Please do me a favor. It makes me feel better when I see that you hit the like button. It's even nicer too because I have noticed I'm getting views from people who aren't subscribed. So please subscribe. If you watched me once or twice, you must find something either insanely attractive about me, or you find me humorous, or just weird, or you like action figures. So hit subscribe. So like, subscribe, comment, and share. You know, all the usual stuff that every YouTuber always says. Please do. It's keeping me from doing it a Patreon because I don't want to do that, even though it's been suggested to me by many people that I should charge you guys for watching the show. But I'm like, no, I do this as it's my collection I'm sharing with you. It's my hobby. A hobby that's all due to previously being a comic book addict. And then one person sent me the Batman Who Laughs. Shane! Thank you so much for that. I still appreciate it. And as always, if you know someone in the States who wants to do what I do with Shane, I'm kind of looking for someone to sort of toy hunt for me in the States. I'll toy hunt for them here and do the exchanges and stuff. I'm looking forward to that because, like I said, I have a list of 30 frickin' multiverses that I haven't got yet, including Geoforce. Haven't got the Ryan. Haven't gotten the frickin' Wildcat. So yeah, I don't mind doing that. I mean, I found a few things for Shane. Shane, you go. The question and that Reverse Flash will be coming to you. See what I mean? It's fun. Exchanges of action figures around the world brings us toyaholics together. But until next week, I hope you guys survive the weather. Have a wonderful weekend. Please do take care of yourselves. It's important, you know, especially the way the world is going. You have to take care of your body, your mind, and of course your emotional state. So do your best to stay healthy. It is important to me, especially for men's health. Men out there need to really start doing that. Stay healthy. And of course, if you get something that has plastic for lenses, just saying, it's a nice little way to stay happy, or, you know, follow in the yellow, stay happy. And no matter how down and negative things can be, if you know the show, you know me, last year, 2024, was not a good year. 2025, a little bit better. You know, I'm working. I can still buy, I can still pay rent. And that's the kind of little thing, those little things that help you to stay positive. Fake it if you have to. I do a lot, especially at work. I'm like, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey, how you doing? Hey. But, you know, it helps. It does help. You know, fake a smile until you actually really smile. One of my buddies, Henry, posted... One of my buddies, Henry. Yeah, I have buddies named Henry. I have one buddy, one friend named Henry. He recently posted he felt happy for the first time. Henry, I'm happy for you. By now, the 8th Dimension is closed. Nick, I wish you all the best. It's sad to see you go. Just saying. Hopefully the people... Hey, Nick, go bug the people at Taz. Maybe they'll hire you. That would be great. Nick from 8th Dimension goes to work for Tasmanian Comics. That would be good. My friends out there, the other collectors who I get stuff from time to time, I thank you guys so much because it's nice to have that sort of small community growing. Shane, dude, you are my brother no matter what you say. Different parents, different biology. You're my brother. I love you. I do hope you had a great birthday a couple weeks ago. And there'll be a little extra something in the package I'm sending you as a birthday present. And yeah, to the guys at Subsidy Comics, I need more Irish comic books. Just saying. I do recommend your stores. I've also forgot to mention that Shane also shops at Big Bang Comics, so go there, take a look at it. If you are in Ottawa, even though it's too far for me to get to, you still got the comic book shop in Nepean to go to. Go there, check them out. If you're in Glasgow, you know I mention them all the time. Well, I used to. Castle Comics, support them. Forbidden Planet in UK. I know there's another Forbidden Planet elsewhere, but I've only heard really positive things about the UK one, so that's why I mention them. And if you know a good store, let me know. Because trust me, one place I would love to go to is Toy Federation down in the States. Because that guy seems like a decent guy, has a great toy store, and I know I'd find probably all 30 of my missing DC Multiverse there. He doesn't ship, though. That's the problem. But yeah, guys, like I said, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It gives me something to look forward to every week, because my life is pathetic, sad. I have no social life. I have action figures and work. That's it. But no, it's thanks for putting up with the zaniness. Thanks for putting up with me being sick the past couple of weeks. Actually, past month, I think it was. I'm happy to be a bit feeling better. I can joke around a bit more. I'm looking forward to getting the rest of the shelf cleaned off, because I got other stuff coming. There's always more toys coming. And if anybody out there decides to do a Wiki page about the word Toyaholic, give me credit for coming up with it. And on that note, have a great weekend. Have a good week. We'll see you next week. Call me Joseph. How you doing this week? Hope you're having a good week. I'm looking for I can't speak it. That's the brain cells is gone. Brain cells are gone. Joys of being a toyaholic. The brain cells just kind of go, I need more toys. Why are you still watching? You expect me to put bloopers at the end every frickin' show? Or is it because you saw this? Yes, this will get reviewed down the road. I don't know why I'm still buying these. I prefer my older series, but I did buy it. But it's time for you to go enjoy your weekend now. Go on. Show's over. There's no credits. This isn't Ferris Bueller. And yes, I'm old enough to remember watching Ferris Bueller in the theaters. But on that note, it's time for you to go. Go on. Go watch some of my older videos. Go to the Mad Montreal channel. Watch some videos there. Or just go and spend time with people you love. Okay? Now I'm going to point until you...